guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, the Lowend to legend. So much to tell you, given the last part. The year was the 13th of the 11th, 33, and we have really been around the block, I can tell you, and you can tell that anyway. You can tell that straight away from who we are at present. As you can see, I am now Dortmund, Matt is now Mönchengladbach. We are both in Germany, and this is where we're at then. So we're going to start with myself first, in what has been quite a roller coaster of a time. So, we were at Rangers the last time you knew. We took over Rostock, having won the title with Rangers, unbeaten may I add. We retained the Scottish Cup. We went out of the Europa League, but we won the title at the end of the 33-34 season, where we then left for Rostock in the second tier of the German Football League. In the same season, we took over Dortmund and we led them to a respectable finish. More about that in a moment. And that's where we're at now in the year 2036. So in terms of Dortmund, I was really pleased to finish where we finished at the end of that first season with them. We finished 5th in the table, so we got into the Europa League, and as you can see right there, the following season we won the title. We have done the German leg of the game. Believe it or not, this is what's more sensational. We are ready for the next leg. Again, more about that in a moment, the next leg. So, in terms of what else we won last season, we also won the league, we won the German Cup, we won the Europa League. You know, we actually had an absolute fabulous season, and you saw maybe that I'd only lost 2 games, and those 2 games that we lost were right at the end here. We ran out of steam a little bit, so a very successful season. Now, we have had a job offer, but we have actually turned it down. We turned down, they might even... Let me just check, they might even be available again. No, they're not. They were available, then they became available again. And we were offered Lille, the manager of Lille, which actually, ordinarily, would be a very appealing team. Second tier of French football, okay, with some superb resources. However, there was one thing that was bugging me. One big thing that was bugging me. And that is, although my own chairman at Dortmund has a low patience, the thing that was worrying me mostly about Lille was the amount of sackings that managers have endured, and it just wasn't for me to take that risk. As you can see, Kylian Mbappe took over not too long ago, and then left 3 months later. Not even 3 months, shall I say. So, in terms of this season for us with Dortmund, we're looking good. We're looking good, but we are looking for another job. We are looking for another job. We're looking for the 4th leg of the tour. That's how it is. Over to Matt now then. Now let's talk about Matt. Matt then, you may recall, was manager of West Ham United. He finally nailed it with West Ham, and credit where it's due, because he also won the Europa League as well. He left, of course, Cardiff to go to West Ham, and he took over Regensburg, the second tier of German football. And it was very similar to what happened with myself. He then got the job at Mönchengladbach not even 4 months later. So he went up to the top tier of German football, very similar to myself. And he's finished his full season. He got 10 signings in with Mönchengladbach last season, and he did really well. He finished 8th in the table last season. Now, it's interesting because the only reason he got European football was because I won the cup, believe it or not. So he scraped into the Conference League, or the old school into Toto Cup, and he's made his way through. So he's looking good at the minute in Europe, and I think it's really good for Matt's reputation. As you can see, he scraped through in the German Cup, as you can see. So Matt really is quite... we're waiting for him to join the game, by the way, because as you can see, we're going to turn this into a recorded stream. He's very desperate. He's very desperate for me to leave Germany. He'll probably look at it that if I'm still in Germany, he's got a little chance of completing the German leg. I mean, we've spent an absolute fucking monster amount of money at, here at Dortmund this season, because my plan is not to stay in Germany. It's to get to the next leg, and we've spent money absolutely all over the place. We've actually dotted around on going 4 at the back a little bit. We brought a right back with that in mind, and the right back we brought was Fernandes. But I think we keep flitting between centre back, three centre backs and 4 at the back. You know, we are sort of dotting it around a little bit. Jeffrey Platt's arrived, the Van Dijk regen. He's been absolutely awful for me. 6'9", 416 is not acceptable. We brought in what we believe is Romelu Lukaku up top. Matt, of course, had him when he was at West Ham. He's looking good. We've brought in some other great players. I think that is Busquets regen. Spent a lot of money on him. We brought him Odegaard regen, where we actually bought him by accident. And I'll tell you why. Is because I was tracking somebody that's come available, and he was Norwegian. You might be able to work out who's coming up here. Where's he gone? Oh, he's gone. Right, okay, yeah, of course he's gone. So the Haaland regen came up, and I got a little bit confused. I've shared the Haaland regen with Matt because he's turned 20, so he's no longer on here. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Okay, let me just see if Matt's come online yet. He's not online yet. So we are going to go into a stream, and we're going to see how we get on. So let me just get all my shit together. Can't listen to that, I'm afraid, Matt. Cannot listen to that. So we need to just lower our volume on our phone. Yeah. So as I said, we've covered so much. It's really bizarre, right? Because some of our sessions haven't really felt like long sessions, but they really have. It's like 2.5 hours. You can clear so much in 2.5 hours. It's crazy. It really is crazy. So just bear with me in a minute now, guys, as we look to start the stream. Yeah, we've got a message, manage broadcast, all the usual shit. Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, that's gone wrong. Okay, it just takes us a little bit of time. I think I know what I did wrong there. Okay, so now we should be able to start streaming. Manage broadcast. There it is, automatically corrected, yeah, created. And that should set us going. Hopefully, let's see. We will await. We are streaming, we are recording, yeah, all good. And now we just need to wait for it to pop up, which it should about... Right, okay, all good. So, for the benefit of YouTube, a warm welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, the next instalment here on the Lowend to Legend game. And just to cast your mind back now then to the expectations on this game, it's going to be a very, very difficult challenge, I think, there's no doubt. I contemplated a move to Japan. I say contemplate, I didn't actually get offered it, but I looked at a move to West Ham. Who the fuck's that guy? Hey, Gary Johnson, how you diddling? Gary Johnson, you'll be pleased to know I've done what I needed to do in Dortmund, but there's a reason I won't leave Dortmund at the minute, because Matt, we're waiting for Matt to join, Matt has taken over Mönchengladbach. Now Matt has openly said, I wish you'd fuck off out of Germany. Now, of course, Matt can't conclude the German leg whilst I'm still lurking around, or how he looks at it. I mean, he's got as much chance, in all fairness, right? I've had red cards. You get red cards, and it can be costly. It can be real costly. We'll wait for Matt to join the game when he gets his arse in gear. But in terms of myself, talking of you, Gary, actually, I've actually reverted back to my original. Not middleman. This is a kill machine formation. Again, it's very. I based this from the free man as well. You should. Now, don't get me wrong, Gary. I thought about it. I mean, Gary, as I was just saying, right, I started this a minute ago because I'm doing a video. I was offered a job for the next leg of the game. And Matt was Matt was desperate for me to go. I was offered Lille, the second tier of French football. Now, the reason I decided not to go, right, I'll explain, is because although the chairman's patience is really tough there, that I could probably deal with, but what I can't deal with, I felt, was all the sackings that people have endured. Now, of course, sackings are endured by poor performances and that sort of shit. So you could say, I mean, look, Benzema. I didn't see Benzema actually. But for me, I just didn't want to take that risk. I didn't want to take the risk of going to Lille. Yes, they've got money. The side's okay, second tier. We could probably get promotion, but who am I to know? I mean, the way we've both leapfrogged our way to the German top league is it is almost identical. You know, with Matt using Regensburg and me using Rostock. But do you know what? That's the name of the game. Let me remind you that the objective is to win the title in each of our selected leagues. But you cannot enter a league in the top tier with the exception of China, the United States and Australia. And I think there's one more in there that's only got one top league. The United States, Australia, China. I forget who the other one is. But there's four, I think. That's our exception, of course. Hang on, we've got some... Just make sure that's going okay at the minute. Just waiting now. I'm just reading something. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, it looks like it is. So when Matt gets his fucking... Oh, sorry, Matt. Sorry. When Matt gets his fucking arse in... Oh, there he is. Right, okay. Let's just... I've been doing some testing, so let me just make sure I've got the weekly save on. Yep. Okay, so... in terms of reputation... I'm not selling anybody. In terms of reputation, you know, this is what's crucial with regards getting the job elsewhere. World class for me. What's Matt? I didn't realise Matt had gone down to good. I really didn't. Quick nos on my... It's still 1-1, Mark. Hello, Mark, by the way. It's still 1-1. But I'll tell you what, right? I'll tell you this. Matt will agree with me on this. West Ham, he was skating on thin ice. He finished, I forget where he finished. Was it 6th in his first full season at West Ham? And he was on very insecure. Now, how on earth he kept his job was beyond me. But he kept it. He kept it, and he ended up winning the title at the second time of asking. And he did, you know, credit where it's due to him on that. But as I said, you know, for me to leave Germany, which I will leave Germany because that's, you know, that's what we're doing. You know, it's all about getting to the next leg. I won't, you know, the truth be told, right, I won't stay in Germany out of spite. But the move's got to be, right. The move has got to be right. Gary, I'll tell you why that is, right. The reason it says world class is probably because I won the the Europa League last season. You know, I think realistically now, any job that comes up, I'd like to think I should get. I'd like to think that anyway. But the job has got to be right. The job has got to be right. And remember, it's got to be the second tier or lower. It cannot be the top tier unless it's a country that only has one tier. I'm trying to remember who they are, actually. Let's just have a check. Select the leagues now, then. So United States is 1. Japan, it's not Japan. So China and Australia. So it's only 3, isn't it? It's only 3. Also, so second tier or lower. That's hand. Read my comment above the last one. It doesn't say it, Gary. It doesn't say it. I'm reading, Gary. It says you should have stayed for the shithousery. Then one from Mark. And then Mikey is world class. And that'll do for me. That'll do, Gary. You are reiterating my status. Good on you. Okay, so like I said, I've actually moved to 4 at the back a couple of times. Because I used to... Did it get removed, I take it? Oh, shit, let's slow this down. Oh, fuck off. Morin. Right, now, so let me tell you... So this guy I brought, and this was a pure accident, as I said a minute ago, a pure accident that I brought this Odegaard regen. I don't know what came over me. I was chasing Haaland, and I thought he became interested in me, the regen. And yeah, that's fine, Gary. I'll look at it now. And I thought it was Haaland, and I just went for it. And then it weren't until Matt said, you didn't need him, which I'm not sure if that was Matt saying you didn't need him or you're a cunt for buying him. But I didn't mean to purchase him. I thought it was Haaland. But either way, look how well he's done for me. So, fuck you all. Okay, so, yep, all good. Let me just look at that screenshot then from, screenshot there. Let me just read this screenshot from Gary. What did he say? What did he call me? Because I'll read it out loud. That reputation list is to let you know how good a paedophile... You cunt. I didn't even see it, Gary. So for the benefit of YouTube here, for the benefit of the stream, and for the benefit of the recording here, Gary Johnson wrote, that reputation list is to let you know how good a paedophile you really are. And I'm world class. Well, fuck you, Gary, right? Fuck you. It doesn't say that, and hopefully you'll get a reprimand from YouTube. Because unlike myself, right, you are a naughty boy. You know, I never say out of order stuff. I don't get banned. Tiny cock is still there, actually, Mark. Right, okay, so 87%. Let's take our right winger off. Let's put on... Yeah, okay. I'll tell you it's really bizarre, right? Because since this season started, this guy here, who is the Son regen, he's having a fucking fabulous run, and he barely played last season. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it bizarre, right? When you give... I mean, we all love it, don't we? When you give somebody a chance, and he gets you a 10, and you think, fucking hell, that's what I wanted. Okay. I don't doubt, right? I don't doubt for a minute Matt is praying I lose. Let's be honest here, Matt, right? I know you are praying I lose, or at least you're praying I leave. And if I don't leave, then you're praying I lose. I get it. You know, I totally get it. Okay, so that's where we're at then after 10 games. We are streaming till 12 o'clock, guys. We've got we're only playing till 12, Matt, because I think I'm actually pubbing it large with Pep and Mike early evening. So we're supposed to go out with Madison, but I decided to knock that on the head. Dealt with something this morning, and here we are. We have a little hour window. So Bayern Munich are no longer the Giants. And now let me tell you, Matt actually did apply for another job, and he didn't get it. And that was Leipzig, but he didn't get it, funnily enough. Apparently, they're naming all dangerous sexual predators in Peterborough this week. Mikey went for the cat flap terrier, but it was taken. Do you know what? The cat flap terrier, I like that. I like that. Hello, Mr... I don't even know who that is. We'll call you Boss. Mr. Boss sounds. No, Gary, it's not streaming on Facebook, you piss take. I'm no longer welcome on Facebook, so fuck Facebook. Don't swear on my stream, you cunt. Okay, Matt, I'll do this, Matt. Ready? We're both in this round. Oh! I think, yeah, because Matt won 8-0. Ooh, that's interesting. The sexual rat. I like the sexual rat. Hello, Mr. Draper, Trunky. The sexual rat. It has a little bit of a sting to it, don't it? It has, you know, I almost see myself, right, the sexual rat, I almost see myself 20 years from now having a documentary on Netflix, the sexual rat, how he was caught, something like that. I've got, oh, fuck you, Mark. Right, okay, so, a quick little plug here for the King of the Dugout. The latest instalment has been released today. Matt is in pole position. What do you mean, come on, babe? What's your fucking problem, Gary? What is your problem? Fucking make me so angry. How you doing, Trunky? You good? Hope you're well. Mark, I don't know if you've noticed, little plug here for the DTL. Did you see the DTL July month had been done? Unless you've already done it, you need to submit your squad for August, the first month. I've done into Toto Cup action. The Peterborough Pouncer. Yeah, the problem is, though, Gary, about the Peterborough Pouncer, I don't want everybody to be labelled, anybody from Peterborough to be labelled after me. I want it to be something unique, yeah? Something unique to me, right? Peterborough is a bit derogatory towards the locals. Do you know what? Fuck the locals. Fuck them all. Right, okay. Straight into this. this really hacks me off about the constant bids for players. It really winds me up. God, I don't want to sell anybody. I'm not selling anybody. Okay. Okay, we've got internationals. Now, funnily enough, right, we know what our challenge is, me and Matt, and it's a long challenge, but we didn't actually stipulate anything to do with the international side of things. I mean, maybe the domestic side of things is hard enough, you know. What we got going over there? We've got something over there. It was a lucky whip, right? Okay. Okay. Let me. Can I get the link off this stream? How do I get the link off this stream? I wonder. I'm just thinking how I get the link of this, the link of the stream. Just wondering if I can get the link, because I wanted to put it onto the. Oh, there you go, stream link. There you go. Right. Okay. Let me just put this on the shout box. Right. Okay. There we go. Let's just put that on the shout box for a bit. I don't even think it's fucking sent, is it? Hasn't even sent, has it, you bastard? Give me a minute, Matt, if you're waiting for me. No, that's not gonna go. That's not gonna go. That's fucking shit. Okay. Fuck off. Bullshit. Fuck yourself. Right. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Matt. You're waiting for me, I'm sure. Okay. Right. So obviously, I'm having to keep an eye on the job list on a real regular basis now. The thing is, right, if we get to the latter parts of the season, then it's very unlikely I'm going to get a job offer that I'm going to want to take that you won't take. So far, hypothetically, let's pretend Lille. Just pretend Lille come up and they've been awful. Well, I'm going to get the repercussions of a bad season if I take over before the June updates, if that makes sense. We've got nothing really of interest here. I'm not letting Matt take the lead. There's no way I'm letting Matt take the lead here on the legs. So if that means I've got to stay in Germany, I will stay in Germany. But at the end of the day, Matt's built himself a team at Mönchengladbach now. Fuck you. What the fuck? Right, fuck you. I'm going to admit Rift on that. And you, do you know what? You can fucking go. Go on, you can... You can make yourself AWOL if you wish. See, how the fuck, right, you are shocked. Now, if he wasn't transfer listed, there's every chance he wouldn't have been shocked. What is there to not be shocked about, you little fucking ball breaker? Fucking pisses me off. It really pisses me off. Right, so let's just... Okay, nothing really of interest. Oh, we've got a game. Oh, right, okay, here we go. We got a game then. We are playing... Where's my concurrent analytics? There you go. Right. Okay. So we play Bayern Munich now. This is huge, isn't it? This is absolutely huge. Matt, there's no doubt, and I get this. I really do get this. Matt is cheering on Bayern Munich. You know, particularly because we're both unbeaten. I know Matt is cheering on Bayern Munich. There's no doubt. Right, Morin, 29%. Well, you clearly can't play, can you, Morin? So, right. Kuna comes in. Yep. I just got to keep an eye on Dahl, really. Dahl is continuing to do well. I can't take him out, can I? I can't take him out on 8-13, 4 assists, 2 goals in 8 games. Cannot take him out at all. So this formation, as I've said before, this was a spin-off from the middleman. Very, very similar to the middleman. I think, actually, the only difference between this and the middleman was something like that. That was pretty much the only difference. But it has, you know, I mean, obviously I've used the formation that we worked on, Gary, the Silent Wind. But, you know, as we said, sometimes you feel that you've got to adjust, really. You've got to adjust. Let's just take this down. Right, huge game then. Bayern Munich. Look at that horrible formation they're using. Right, okay. We need to get an early goal. I need to be 1 up by 20 minutes. We need to be up. There we are. Right on 21 minutes. That'll do, Donkey. We need a second goal by half-time. We need that cushion. There was a appeal for a penalty there. There it is, 2-0. And now we want to put the game to bed by 65 minutes. By 65 minutes, let's put this game to bed. The attendance is always mammoth when these two play. 125,000. Let's go to the bench. Schwarzer. Schwarzer's not... I mean, Schwarzer was a great signing. I think Matt was a little bit hacked off when I purchased Schwarzer. Not just him, there was a couple that Matt was like, what the fuck? Another worldie. Because I think the more big players I bought... Now, it doesn't necessarily mean when you buy these worldies that you're going to walk the league. We all know that. We all know that. Obviously, it don't help. It don't help Matt's cause for me to slip up. Because it just gives me more depth. Okay, job done. We've beaten Bayern Munich 2-0. Happy with that. And I think, does that put us in a much stronger position than what we were? Even though we got the games in hand. Yeah, I mean... I know when you've got games in hand and you level on points, you think, you have got games in hand, but you want the points, don't you? You want the points. Why am I cheat? What's your fucking problem? What is your fucking problem? Fucking crazy Scotsman. Talking of Scotsman, so I've had this guy around today, right? Testing about the energy... what's it called? Shit. Fuck. Mind blank. Energy, EPC, Energy Performance Certificate. And I shit you not, right? Lovely guy. He must have been in his 70s, right? But he sounded just like Alex Ferguson. I could barely understand him. It was a real... What's the difference here, Gary? I think Alex Ferguson. It weren't Glasgow Scots. It was... What's the other kind called? Because I could barely understand him. But I did, but it was a lovely man, right? And I felt bad because he had to go in the loft and pull his ladder out, and I thought, man, this is difficult. So I offered to help him, but I think he's not allowed to let me. Lovely guy. So I've had enough of Scotsman already for one day. So okay, let's build up the praise. And how dare you accuse me of being whip Bob? How dare you come on this stream and accuse me of cheating? Yes, I said it, cheating. What's your fucking... Oh, do you know what? Right, who do we want to win here? Who do we want to win here? We want Mönchengladbach, don't we? Come on, Gary. Come on, Matt. Right, let's focus now then on the second phase of the Champions League. First phase, we absolutely killed the first phase. And we've got Inter Milan, notably Inter Milan and Arsenal in the second phase. So, come and forth. Come and Firth, right, okay, whoever the fuck they are. Oh, sorry, come on. I don't really know so many German teams, to be honest with you. I mean, Firth, I don't know who, let's have a look. They've got no stadium. I always think, they're a big, they've got a bit of money. The thing with Matt, right, is, has he got a squad capable? He's still got a player to buy, actually. And I know what he's waiting for. He's waiting for the Haaland regen to come to become interested. Now I know now, as I said, right, Matt didn't find the Haaland regen. He was on the school search, but then he went because he became 20 years of age. Labyad's a great player. You love your Dusseldorf, don't you? You fucking love your Dusseldorf. You really do love your Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf, yeah. Dusseldorf, incidentally, Gary, when I was at Rostock and the Dortmund job came available, now, in all fairness, I didn't know if I'd been there long enough. And the Dusseldorf job was there as well, as was the Werder Bremen job. Now, the Werder Bremen were also in the second tier, but they had a lot more better resources. So I said to Matt, if I don't get the Dortmund job, then I might apply for them. Now, I don't know how long you need to be at a club before you get another job. Now, I've learned, particularly from Matt, he was at Regensburg less than 4 months. He was there 3 months, just over 3 months before he got the job. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, he's trailing! Wow. Ian Doyle has equalised. I know it's not Ian Doyle, but you all know who I mean by Ian Doyle. There was a game, I'll try and get to it, where, in fact, let me just... This guy got a suspension in it. What's that say? Are the only original East German... Do you know what? I didn't even know that. And it's funny you say that, Gary, because when I was playing the 84-85 update and I looked at the East German teams, and what I was doing, as I'm sure you've probably done this, I was thinking, right, so who in that East German Premier Division is in the overall German Premier Division? Do you know what I mean? I didn't know that. Okay, so Matt has slipped up on points. I think he'll be very disappointed. Right, okay. That's interesting, Gary. Okay, let's have a look at how Matt got on in that game in terms of the stats. Oh, I didn't deserve it, really. I think he'll be lucky. So, a quick look then on something with Matt. I think it was 3-3. This game here, look at that. Have you ever seen anything like that? Now, I did read this. Salvatierra did punch someone, I think. There was an incident in the... There you go. That makes me laugh, right? So, from a corner to Mönchengladbach, Matt's player then went and landed a left hook on a player, who then shoved a player, who then pushed a different player. I didn't actually see Matt. I know I did say to you, what will he get? I'm guessing he got a big ban, obviously. I knew he'd get a big ban. He was always going to, weren't he? Sama was East German, Balak as well. I'm not really so familiar with it, to be honest with you. So I was going to show you very, very quickly. I think I might have already shown you. Matt left Regensburg after, as I said, I don't know what the... there you see, he took over in July, 23rd of July, and then he moved on the 6th of November to Mönchengladbach. So less than 4 months. Not sure what mine was when I left Rostock, actually. I'm going to have to check mine. We'll check mine and we'll see. I don't want to just put all the values up just to stop people fucking bidding. Let me just check quickly what mine was then. Mine was a little bit more, weren't it? Yeah. Mine was over 5 months. Matt's was less than 4 months. But it's very interesting. It really is. So let's take a look at the tables then. It looks like this. We're looking good. Matt, the draw specialist. 7 wins and 5 draws. We will see. I think there is one thing though I will say. Me staying in Germany, even if Matt don't win it this season, he's going to have another season to really prepare his Mönchengladbach. And if I leave next season, hypothetically, he's going to have a much stronger setup to challenge. Because let's face it, whoever takes over Dortmund are not going to play Dortmund the way they should be played. You know, AI are thick as shit, aren't they? Okay, here we go then. Inter Milan versus Dortmund for the Champions League, the opening game of Phase 2. We failed with Rangers in Europe completely, to be honest with you. But, you know, we did achieve the Scottish Cup twice. We won the league unbeaten. YouTube videos about how, and how essentially West German. Right, okay. Gary, not now, but when you get a minute, can you send it to me on WhatsApp? Provided it's not a fucking real long one. I like things like that, sort of things you didn't know, that sort of stuff. Okay, so I've got a feeling then, Moran's still not fit, is he? What did Kuna got me an 8, and what did little Odegaard get me? He got me a 7. Okay, yeah, nice one, appreciate that, Gary. I like the idea of those things. Okay, so I think we'll play as is. We've got so many of the regens that it took me a minute to work out, but that is Darwin Núñez. As I said, with Lukaku, Son on the left, Odegaard. We've got the De Bruyne out injured. I'm not sure who this is on the right though. No clue who the out. What am I talking about? It's obvious who that is, isn't it? I'm thinking, who is that? It's got to be Mahrez, isn't it? It's got to be Mahrez. I didn't think of that. Didn't dawn on me, but I thought Mahrez was left-footed, if I'm honest with you. But I don't know. Okay, into the next game then. Inter Milan versus Dortmund. Because do you know what? We just spoke about this prick. We just spoke about him, didn't we? Fucking little knobhead. I heard an interview with him yesterday over the Spurs game. He hasn't been playing, has he? But has he been injured? And he's taken all the fucking glory. Let's see what he got a red card for. He was pushed. Livramento, is he still going? What are we, season 13? Fucking hell, still going. Okay. I think we're going to bring a left winger on them. Now, this is Diaz regen. Luis Diaz. Let's see what we can do. Bit of a lacklustre first half of football, it really has. You know, it's just been shit. Oh, we lead! Cairo! Oh, you motherfuckers! That's got to be Suarez. Yeah, that is Suarez. I've wrote it. It's got to be Suarez. Okay. I guess I can't grumble with a draw there, considering. Look at that. Schwarzer again! Schwarzer is really... This is my point. It don't matter how good a player looks. You know, when they're putting in performances like that, it's just unacceptable. It really is. Okay, so we're going to... Shall we watch Matt's game? If he's got a game, I think he has. Okay. Okay, oh, this is not an easy game, actually. You'd think it's not the easiest of games for Matt. Fiorentina, that's me sent a few videos. Oh, nice one, thank you. I've got it on silent at the minute because if anyone rings me, they're not interrupting my phone. The school's probably trying to ring me. Oh God, gotta tell you this, Gary. You might be proud of this, right? It's not actually a proud thing for me to say this, right? So my daughter, my middle daughter, has just concluded a suspension for a week. Matt's had a man sent off. He's had his goalie sent off. Get this, right? So somebody had been having a go at her, right, in school, another fellow student. And this was last Tuesday. And Lottie messaged me saying, Dad, she's having a go at me. I'm going to confront her. I went, yeah, go on, confront her. So Lottie goes into her classroom, a classroom that she's not supposed to be in, because she was told this girl's going to knock her teeth out. Lottie is very sensitive about things like that. So Lottie confronts her, charges into this classroom. This teacher steps in the way, because Lottie's like the body language, and Lottie sort of like nudges her, the teacher, and the school have gone crazy. And the school have come back to me and said physical assault to the teacher, which I've gone absolutely crazy at about the term physical assault. Matt, you're looking good. And basically, they said it comes under the category. Now, the teacher used her body weight, because she was a bit of a fat fuck, to shield Lottie away. So I've now gone down the route. I says, okay, if this is the route we're going to go down, okay, then that's fine. I'll report this to the police and say that it's an assault towards a minor. So in order to sort of get heard almost, the school really wound me up, yeah. They suspended her for Wednesday, and then, before anybody had contacted us, we suddenly get a message saying she's suspended for the week. So I had to have a meeting on Tuesday, just gone, and I said, I can't accept you not letting her explain everything, not having a meeting before sanctioning her with a 1 week suspension. I went absolutely fucking crazy, right? I went absolutely crazy. I said to Lottie, I says, don't worry, I'm not angry. I'm pissed off. Must have been... The thing is, right, Lottie's very sensitive about her teeth. And this girl had apparently said, and this is where Lottie went wrong, it could be hearsay, you know what people are like. And people escalated it, encouraged it, and Lottie just goes up to her. She goes, "You can knock my teeth out? Fucking outside right now then, if you're going to knock my teeth out." She went over, and I haven't got a problem with Lottie. The problem is, right, the school, right, and this is the route I went down. A few weeks ago, before the Easter break, there was an incident outside the school, and this incident, this physical incident, led to several incidents occurring, like you see on the TV, and I've seen the footage. There was like 6 incidents. The police were called, an ambulance was called. It was almost like a mini riot. So I said, okay, do you know what? The next time there's an incident like this, Lottie will not deal with it in school. And I haven't said she'll deal with it out of school. She'll not deal with it in school. Now, and I'd already said, I'm sure you don't want a recurrence of what happened a few weeks ago. Clearly, they've used Lottie to make an example of it. Meanwhile, the school not the school, sorry, the police have said I need to, it needs to go through the procedures for, they gave me a crime number, because I reported it online, and they said if they see you pursue it, they'll give me a crime number, which they did. And then they rang me and they said, you know, there's not enough really. I need to go through the complaints grounds to get a better understanding. And I said, okay. And if you're not happy with it, we can assign an officer. The school don't know that the police have said that to me, and I'm not going to tell them either. I want them. I could follow the complaints procedure, but I've said the complaints procedure is just a fucking waste. They sweep everything under the fucking carpet. That is the case in all senses. So yeah, that one little story there for what a little cunt my daughter is. Do you know what I said to her? I says, don't worry. I said, you know, you'll probably go back a fucking hero and people won't fucking mess with you or talk about you behind your back. But, lesson to be learnt here, don't go on hearsay. People are saying shit. People want to see a fight if it don't involve them. You know, but I'm a real cunt to the school. I'm a real cunt. Okay, we're struggling against Hertha Berlin here because I'd like to be 7-0 up. We are looking good. We are looking good. Okay, nice result. Let's have a look now. Has Matt played yet? Let's have a look. Matt is leading St. Pauli 2-1. Not an easy game. As I said, last season, we were unbeaten with about 3 games to go. We'd only drawn 2 games, and both of those games were against St. Pauli. We drew them both. Then we lost 2 league games back-to-back, which wasn't an issue. It's almost because, you know how it works. We saved a lot of the players for the Europa League final. Okay, so Mönchengladbach 2, St. Pauli 1. Matt is desperate for this victory. Needs a 3rd goal. He knows it. Oh, they've had an injury. No, injury. Red card. Well, this is where the luck is on CM. That could have gone either way. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit different than you on this. After my daughter would have been suspended, I'd have gone to the school and went ballistic at the teacher for even breathing on my daughter. Right, now Gary, now this is the thing you see, right? I did that because they wound me up, right, on the phone, because they said, oh, it was on the balance of probability, and I went fucking crazy, because Lottie wrote a statement, and I said, so you're going on probability to suspend her. And I then said about the teacher, I said, so call the police. If you're going to call it a physical assault, call the police. Well, we're not obligated. Oh, well, that's absolutely fine. I will. So I then did it. Do you know what I mean? It really, the kids' parents, now I'll tell you what I did with the kids' parents, right? Now, I actually made 2 reports, one towards the school for this teacher and one towards this kid for threatening behaviour. The threatening behaviour got thrown out immediately. The school one, because I said assault on a minor, they actually had to take it serious. Have you got a cold again, Mike? Sniffing still? Or is it AIDS or cold? It's a bit of everything, Mr. Trunky. It's a bit of everything. You know, every so often I have a little bit of a... But yeah, I'm a little bit bunged up. The parents, do you know what, right? A lot of the parents at the school are all fucking wankers. They're all fucking wankers. The school is a bit of a shithole. It's, it's a bit of a shithole. Lottie is very popular. Now, get this right. What this actually started with is the girl was a little bit, how do I put this? She was a bit jealous of Lottie's popularity. And you know, like when girls bitch, look at her, that sort of stuff. And Lottie says, I don't give a shit. And then, but it was the teeth, knocking your teeth out incident, which really frustrated Lottie. And I couldn't say this outright. Okay, Lottie, next time don't deal with it in school. Approach her out of school, and the school can't do a damn thing about it. Do you know what I mean? And they know, I've had to do it really sort of carefully. Do you know what I mean? They're a fucking joke. They're a fucking joke. Right, okay. Anyway, enough of that shit. I think we're going to take... Is he fit? 86, he's not fit. Still not fit, which is a shame because Dahl's going to need to come off now. 93%. We're going to bring in Vona. Vona, who I bought because I felt he deserved a shot. With 32 goal involvements last season for Norwich, I felt that, he'd be a good squad player. So we're going to put him in for this game against the Bayern Munich. I think 94, I think we'll take off Son as well. We'll take off Son and I think we'll bring in... We'll bring in Mane regen. Yeah, look at that. When you can bring in players like this, it does state something, don't it? Cairo can start. Silvinho has done really well, but I do want Silvinho on the bench. Okay, we are good to go. Good to go. Oh, Pavon's banned. How long is he banned for? Okay. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I know he got a red card at some point. And then he was on the fucking Olympics duty, hence why Acuna's had a lot of games. Okay, here we go then. Big cut clash. Matt is cheering Bayern Munich on here. There we go. You love it, don't you? You give somebody a game and he scores, or he gets a performance. He does something to prove you right as a manager. It's what you need. It's what we need to do. Okay. Need that second goal, though. I think Bayern Munich. I looked at Bayern Munich ages ago, not long after I took over Dortmund, and they didn't actually have massive amounts of money. And then Matt checked. Oh, you tossers. Matt checked, and he said the same thing, which means that they didn't accumulate the same sort of money than what Dortmund did. Which was bizarre, which meant Matt probably won't go to Bayern Munich if they come available, because the resources are not there as clear-cut as they were at Dortmund. I'm a bit under pressure now. Ten shots to two. Oh, come on. Schwarzer again. Fuck's sake. Fuck you, Gary. Right, so I'm going to actually make a change now. We're going to bring on Diaz. Have we got on the right? Oh, for fuck's sake. I've gone completely wrong. Hang on. I think my comments are being taken off. I got most of your comments there. I don't know what else. I've gone wrong with my thing. What else did you write there, Gary? You're going to have to fucking... Right, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Start again. Cairo. Someone for the right wing. Zuccanelli. And Salioff on the left. There you go. Okay, here we go. Bayern Munich 1, Dortmund 1. 20 minutes to go. That's probably you, Gary. I thought it was on silent. I think I must have a conversation on mute or something. For fuck's sake. Okay. Look at this bullshit. Absolute motherfuckers, isn't they? Okay, Kuda's going to have to come off now. Bring on some fresh legs. Fresh legs. Use the C word. Oh, we're leading. Halfway. Let me just read that comment. Use the C word a lot. That's not a swear word. Well, I totally agree with you there, Gary. Fucking hell. I totally agree with you. Okay, minutes to go to hold on to our lead in the 100th minute from Martinez. We have done it. We've beaten Bayern Munich. Not the greatest display in the world. Let me go and check what's been coming through on my phone. Matt is through. Big result for Matt. Very important. Matt, we'll let you do the draw. As soon as the draw comes up, Matt, I'll let you do it. But if I post about Allah being amazing, yeah, I know, Gary, I know. It's bullshit, isn't it? Absolute fucking disgusting. Here you go, Matt. You do it, Matt. Matt's going to do the draw. Come on, Matt. Bochum against Wolfsburg. Mainz against... Oh, you lucky bastard. Well, we all wanted Regensburg there, or Bochum, even Firth. YouTube is getting as bad as... It's fucking bullshit. Do you know what, right? Gary, if that's the case, then I'm fucked. I'm really fucked. Do I want a tea? How do I... Oh, do you like that? That's what my text was. Do I want a tea? Okay, let me just check, see if Gary... Did you send me anything out? That's great, Michael. Yeah, you can whatever. Oh, there's 2 links, Gary. Mark, I've just seen your other message about the simulation game. I'll come back to you on that afterwards, okay? Right, okay, so... Okay. Gary, Gary, are you all familiar with the server Rumble? It's exactly the same as YouTube, but it's clearly on nowhere near as popular. It's designed more for controversial topics. German size is horrendous. Well, thank you very much, Gary. I ain't fucking German. I haven't studied German. I didn't like German. I don't like Germany. Go fuck yourself. Name. Bochum. Botchum. Fuck you. You're obviously very, familiarised with the pronouncing of German teams. I'm not. Dillygaff. Do I look like I give a fuck? Okay. Okay, here we go again then. Leverkusen at home, Mönchengladbach at Regensburg. The side, of course, that Matt essentially led to promotion. They came up after his departure. Acuna got me an 8. That'll do. Right. I think we're going to have to... Oh, no. Do you know what? No one... I thought everybody would be under fit. But not to be. Okay. Keep that as is. Morin is available. Okay. I like Germany, mainly from 1933 to 43. Okay. Well, whatever flicks your switch. It's funny, really, because, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong here. When we were all at school, we were given, back in the day, you learn either German or French. Ours was French. But I was able to sort of divert that because I had Italian. So I didn't give a fuck about any of them. Or Italian, for that matter. Shh. There you go. Say shh. Live in the east of the country. You are probably from... Schalke. Right, okay. I'm not... I think we've got to bring in Yahong. We've got to bring him back, haven't we? Right, okay. Okay, I didn't do it literally at all. It was always French, and I fucking hated it because I didn't want to do it. Okay, so Kuna needs to start here, don't he? Okay, we are good to go. On to the next game. Stream for another 25 minutes or so, guys. 25 minutes, and we are leading 1-0 against Leverkusen. Cairo with the goal. Yeah, when I got the players in, because I might have moved right before July the 1st to the next leg. Matt said, if you do move, cancel your deals that are going to Dortmund because it would strengthen Dortmund, which was a little bit of a cheeky fucking thing. If it was a cancelled deal to benefit ourselves, then fair enough, but not for that reason. But I said to, I think Matt thought I was going to go to Lille. I thought I was going to go to Lille, to be honest with you. It weren't until I really had a good check. Might have been a guy. I had a German girlfriend. Right, okay, we are smashing Leverkusen apart. Now, Leverkusen, whilst me and Matt have been doing the English leg, because obviously that's where it all started, I will show you just how dominant Leverkusen have been in German football. But that was a really, really good performance. That was a great result. Congratulations to me. Right, okay. He's won 2-0. I think you were always favourites to win that game, Matt. So there you see then. So if you look at the modern day, Leverkusen, I mean, look, 5 in a row. So, they've been the giants, but you wouldn't think it on that last performance. Yahong is suspended. European ban for him, which means we've got to win this game. And you'd fancy us, really, wouldn't you? We've got a big game coming against Matt there. Huge game against Matt. Right, okay. Let's see. Okay, I think it's going to be... Angulo, I bought him last season, and he did well, but and I actually brought Sal after, and he could, because I weren't able to use him in Europe last season. That's the thing about, on the update, right, in the Champions League, it's a free-for-all. Anyone can play. But in the Europa League, it's got to be your named 30. Okay. It's... Yeah, they believe those two shouldn't be... Oh, I don't give a fuck what the board think. Okay. I'm not selling... You know, if this was a solo game, right, then maybe I would. But because it's a game where we've got restrictions and stuff, it's absolutely not happening at all. Right, okay, well, with that in mind, I'm going to deny that, and I'm going to... That's what puts them as... when the club, they become a disliked player with the club when they fuel moves like that. Cairo's... See, Cairo, I mean, where's that come from? Cairo's requested a move. And what I'll always do, I'll always agree to their move, because I'm not going to...
I'm just disconnecting your Bluetooth.
I'm not going to... I've not got Bluetooth on, have I?
You're the last one that used
No, I've not got it. My Bluetooth's not connected. Someone's phone. Excuse me. Mike, shout... Is it Lowend? Very loudly, please. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Trunky. Let me just fucking be a spastic here. Zootalaws. Zootalaws! Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? Also, as it's well maintained, Noel is fine. Don't want to stab with Okay, as I said, guys, we've got another 20 minutes or so, give or take. Right. Phil Foden. How could Phil Foden be a manager? It's fucking beyond me. It really is. Yeah, so I won't, I will grant anybody transfer requests, but it doesn't mean I'm going to sell them, because I won't sell them, because I feel that if you say no, they'll ask like 3 times in a row. I know they did on the ODB. They'd ask 3 times in a row, and if you said no, they'd probably then just go AWOL. Whilst they're on the transfer market, they believe that they could still get that move, and yeah, they might. Good one. Okay, so it looks like we've got an injury over here, haven't we? We've got Dahl is not fit. Right, that's fine. Easy enough response then. God. The reason you can't see the form, which is what I wanted to see, was is because I've got that 4th column of attributes. Gary, did you say you were thinking of getting rid of that 4th column? Interesting, actually, because sometimes it can be a bit of a hindrance. Right, okay, I think we're all good. Okay, we're good to go. We've got to win this game. We've got to win this game. Absolutely essential to keep us on track for Champions League. I mean, the game at Inter, we should have probably won. Definitely not my French girlfriend then. Let's try this. Okay, come on, make the most of this. For fuck's sake, in your disallowed goal. That's because the cunt wants to move. Okay, can you shout, Jesus Christus? Christus? Is it Christus or Christus? Jesus Christus! That would be like you having an argument with her, yeah? Right, where she, I don't know, she's gone crazy maybe. Right, come on, we need that 2nd goal. Put this game to fucking bed. I wasn't using it, but I decided to try the 68 database and stuff. It's interesting, Gary, right? Because I've actually gone off the... hang on, let me just make this substitute. I've gone off using the uncapping of 20s, if I'm really honest with you. I've gone off because I think it's very easy to be blindsided by a player. You see a 25 finishing and a 25 off the ball, and you don't really... Sometimes it can be easy to ignore the rest of the attributes and how shit they are. Right, okay, I've got to read... Hang on. One last one. Is also gross. Well, someone's horrible. Gross is horrible, isn't it? Is it so gross? Is it so gross? Okay, I've said that with a bit of an Italian theme to it. But is it gross? Basically, is it gross? Okay, that's finished my fucking lessons for the day. Okay, St. Pauli are the opponents. Right, okay. Very, very important result there. Let's just check our... do you know what? I didn't even realise they'd beaten Arsenal 3-1. Fuck me. Yeah, not the... Oh, right, Gross. Of course. I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm thinking of Venus and Pet. I'm thinking of Venus and Pet now, because there's some dialogue of German in that. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I should fucking ban myself for saying that. I'll have you know that Jesus Christ does not exist. Hang on a minute. That word you've wrote there, is it right? G-R-O, is that like that player that played for, was it Brighton or someone? Brighton or somebody? Grob? You've never heard any woman say that? Well. I don't like to kiss and tell, Gary. I don't like to kiss and tell. And I'm not one to brag online, alright? But yeah, I have. No. Right, okay, let's plus the old Spurs. You've never heard, what was that? Who was the old Spurs manager? I can't remember the old Spurs manager. Who was the old Spurs manager? I'm not so, it's what my old German girlfriend said. That is the sort of thing, right, I would expect to hear from Mark Whittaker. It's exactly what I'd expect to hear. Okay, Matt, you've already got halfway through to the next round of the Europa League. We take on St. Pauli. And I'm going to make a couple of changes here. I think with Silvini, I'm going to just freshen things up a little bit. Yeah. I think defensively I might keep it as is. I did offer Matt, by the way, I offered Matt a couple of defenders. I offered him Kurz. He didn't want him. Sulek, right, I actually, this bit me on the arse, and I think Matt knows that this bit me on the arse. Basically, I beat Matt to this guy last season, and because our ruling is, if I beat him to a player or vice versa, you cannot pull out that deal. Unless you move, and you can pull out of it before. But I didn't move, so that deal had to come through, which I actually regret. It is what it is, you know. Christian Gross, Old Spurs. Oh, Christian Gross, oh, fuck yeah. Hang on. Was he bold? Was he Boldy? I remember the name now. Fuck me, yeah. I do remember him. That was at like the peak time of when foreign managers were starting to come through, weren't they? You know. It's hard to actually say who's a good English manager, to be honest with you. I'm actually surprised. I thought when Eddie Howe was named Newcastle manager, with all the money that Newcastle had, I thought he wouldn't last long. And I think, you know, I suppose I've got to give credit. I don't mind. I haven't got a problem with Newcastle, to be honest. I can't stand Callum Wilson. He is one of the most... He's just a wanker, right? Before Isaac became the top dog, Wilson would score a goal. I'd watched some of his goals. The assist was brilliant. Never acknowledged the assist. You know, and I fucking hate that in strikers. If a striker scores a great goal, fair enough. But when there's an assist and they don't acknowledge it, even if it's just a fucking, you know, apparently shirt Spurs, but he got sacked and made by... yeah, I think you're right, Gary, actually. Tried to cast my mind back. I remember, but how many managers go on to a team out of the country, into another country, and do well? Who is it now? McLaren did it, didn't he? Steve McLaren. Was it FC Twente? Was it Twente? You know, and you just think to yourself, and that's what I'll always maintain, right? If a manager wants what's the word called? My praise, they've got to do it in England. Yeah. Wally with a brolly, yeah? What, the postman's just come and heard me shout, Wally with a brolly, absolutely. I didn't like him, he's a cunt anyway. Fuck him. Makes me laugh, yeah. Oh, he's an assistant to Alex Ferguson, he must be good. And we hear this shit about Guardiola. If they've worked on the Guardiola, they must be great. The Chelsea manager, fucking wanker. Fucking wanker, should not have got that Chelsea job. You know, it's bullshit. It's absolute... The system is fucking pathetic. You know, it really is. I like to see managers right. I don't mind a manager being given a fair crack at a top job if I feel they've earned it. Gary, sorry, change subject. I read today, Steven Gerrard... for Rangers? What the fuck? Gerrard going back to Rangers. What's your view on that? Mega Dante's arrived in the house, mate. We're only here for another 10, 15 more minutes before we go. I didn't even send texts out about it. Christ loved young boys. I bet he did. Yeah, Gerard back at Rangers. What's that? Mate, I didn't send it to anybody. It was a spur of the moment thing. So fucking deal with it. By the way, Dante, check the King of the Dugout update. I've done one. Okay, so... Actually, though, Dante, you are here for an absolute monster match where I'm going to take on Matt. I got one. You fucking cunt. He's lying. He's lying. Okay, St. Pauli. As I said, I drew with him twice last season. Up until the last few games of the season, they were the only team. No way, you're joking me. Not Jordan, you're fucking joking me, Gary. Tell me, I mean, I can accept Gerard. I can accept that. I can't accept that fucking wanker, Jordan Henderson. I cannot accept that at all. I used to love Henderson. I used to thought he was great. I had a lot of respect for him. Now, I wouldn't, you know, I'd rather put dog shit on my shoe than speak to him. Fucking prick. That is fucking angered me, that has. That is absolute bullshit. I got an invite as well. Sent me one. You're a tosspot. You fucking wankers. Right, well, do you know what? I will not accept a 5. I will not accept a 5. I've said this before. Sometimes, you know, it's difficult when someone gets a 5 at half time because you almost want to give them an opportunity to raise it. Or, you know, I suppose if you're losing, you've got to take them off. You've got to take them off if they're on a 5 and you're losing. Oh, come on! Fuck's sake! Matt's loving this. Snap, nigga, I'll show you. Hi, mate, streaming good before I've done Migga, you send me pictures, you get an invite, alright? Alright? That's all I'm saying. By the way, Gary, you got a bigger one than Trunky. Oh, he's been beaten! Matt beaten at Augsburg. Did I say that right, Gary? Augsburg, sorry, Bird. Okay, Matt. Wow. Now it all makes sense. Right, okay. Let me just check something a minute. So, Silvina got me a 7, not acceptable. Sal, 7, no, not really good enough. Not happy. We've got 10 minutes, guys. We're going to get at least that monster game in. At least. It all makes sense, Dante. You send me pictures, I will give you invites. King of the Dugout champ is here. You might want to look at the update before you start saying that you're the champ.
Sorry to interrupt your stream. What's wrong with this one again? I need it just to connect my music, that's it.
I don't think it charges. You can try it. Try charging it. Take this. Take that.
I've got a charger upstairs.
Right, try charging it. It might work. Right. Sorry about that. Fucking interruption.
Sorry.
Right, okay, so.
Do you know Dad likes men? I want to look at the chats now to see if anyone acknowledges what I just said.
There is a delay. As soon as you can see, there'll be one response. I've got a rough idea who will make the response.
Who?
It's just some Scotsman. I know what you're thinking. Scotsman, drinking, wearing skirts. I get it, Maddie. You know, I get it. But is that the violent? No.
Who's that?
No, she's at school. Her suspension's finished. She's back at school. This is the other kid who does a part-time college course because she's fucking lazy.
Who's that?
Never mind. That is a dress wearing, whiskey drinking. Lottery, just say it like men. Go on, fuck off.
Who's got... Oh no, I'm not Lottie.
No, that's not Lottie. That's Maddie. That's Maddie. Go on.
Is this going to be on your YouTube when you're done?
No.
Oh, I wanted to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shut the door, please. Right, I've only got 10 minutes, Mads, and I'm coming off.
Mum.
Right, yeah, tell Mum. Yeah, okay. Fuck you, Gary, is what I say. Lottie does have a hell of a punch. Me and Gracie quite often have wrestling matches, but you know when do you ever have them wrestling matches with your children, right, where you can't do stuff to them, like hurt them, But they can do whatever they want to you, and you end up with fucking bruises all over the place. It's just an unfair game. I think I should be allowed to give her a body slam. I should be allowed to give her the people's elbow. Why can't I do that? Maddie, yeah, you're fucking right, Gary. She's a fucking bully. You're absolutely right, she's a fucking bully. She comes in here with a dead iPhone, with an old iPhone from the drawer, saying she wants to connect a speaker to it. And what's the matter with it? Well, obviously it's broke, hence why it's in a fucking drawer. Okay, the very best of luck, Matt. Oh, I don't actually mean that, so I'll tell you what I'm going to say, Matt. Something that Andy Vince always said, and I agree with this, right? Instead of saying good luck, because I'd be a liar, may the best team win. Which means, if you fucking champ man me, I will not be happy. We're going to slow this down as well, Matt. Let everyone else have a gander at the game. Okay. I think we're all good in defence. I'm going to bring... oh, right, okay. We need another DM... Where's my other DMC? This guy is like your Roy Keane regen. It's like your Roy Keane regen. I've not been playing him this season. He didn't do too bad for me. I don't wrestle my daughter. Her dog. I know, mate. I know. My daughter Gracie is 12, and we do a lot of that. But I know what you mean. It's hard to wrestle with a dog there because they'll get involved, and the dog don't understand the rules, does it? I love wrestling, but it goes from wrestling. I tried to do boxing and keep it simple, but then she fucking kicks. And I tried to say, you can't fucking kick in boxing. It's like fucking hell. And pinching and pulling my fucking hair. I mean, what the fuck? Cheating bitch. Right, okay, so I think now, okay. I'm going to bring Angula onto the bench. Oh, it's Mapelli. Mapelli's my other DMC, isn't he? Of course he is. See, I brought Mapelli first, and then I brought Santiago. So I was a bit gutted at buying Mapelli, to be honest with you, considering I had Finneran. Okay, the very best of luck, Matt. I genuinely do mean may the best team win if they win on stats. Okay, but I think what we need to do here is I'm going to need to... Yeah, we're going to bring in Cairo back again. I'm sure we've all done it where we've made mistakes and we've forgot to bring somebody back in. Here we go then. Let's slow this down. I'm probably head and shoulders above you as well. What's your fucking problem? Right, the very best of luck for the last time. Just make sure he's not man-marking my goalkeeper. Here we go. I think Matt will take a draw here. Matt will take a draw. He'll want the win, obviously, particularly after what just happened in that last game. Okay. Right. Oh, not much worth screaming about, is there? Anyway, you both can lose this one. Anyway, yeah, I suppose we could. Red cards, injuries, broken... Oh, come on, fuck off! Fucking... Unbelievable, unfucking believable. Unbelievable, really is. Do you know what? Alright, okay. I've got an idea what I'm going to do. I don't want to do it, to be honest with you, but I am going to do it. Okay. I am going to... This is what I'm going to do. So we need to take off... What's Young? He's on a... okay, so let's bring on... I don't know. It could big few suspensions or 18. Yeah, that could happen, Gary. It could happen. If it does, right? Me and you are not friends. Okay. Maybe I know I've opted for this really because I'm playing Matt, I suppose. What team instructions are you using? Hang on, we'll get to it when it fucking brings it up. There you go. Martinez can come off, I think. Crazy. I mean, I can't grumble it really, can I? He deserves a win. He deserves a win. And I will acknowledge that. Even though I'm angry. Well done, Matt. Good result. It's a shit game, generally speaking, weren't it? 4 shots to 3 on target. What can you say? What can you say? Matt is now going to write, wow. That's what Matt's going to write, wow. Okay, so the table looks like this. 4-horse race at the minute as we come to the halfway stage. Talking of which, I'll tell you what we'll do, guys, if we can. Is that a game in hand? Try and get to that 24th game. I don't know how realistic that is for you, Matt. If we can stream until the 24th, because that's the season, that's the mid-season break, isn't it? I'm keeping an eye on this guy to retire. Ruben Diaz. Fucking wanker. Fuck you, Gary. Board reaction. I mean, board reaction is fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck what the board say. Do they not know who I am? Do they not? What can I say? What can I say? Sometimes I go to mixed. So if I'm going to go to mixed, I'd rather start at mixed and then move to short. I don't like to start at short and move to mixed, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to have to... I've got to bounce back on that now. Before we go any further, let's just have a quick gander at this. Oh, he must have applied. He's going to apply. I don't know. Will he apply? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. They are rich. They've got a few quid. 140 million. They've got no pre-arranged deals. Few big players. Is Matt going to make that? Fuck you. Is he going to apply? Is he going to apply for that job? Let's just have a look at that. Insecure. Fuck you. Nice the first division. The Japanese league there. Oh, God. Right, hang on. When's that come through? Okay. Okay. Everton. That's that. I remember it. That's Richarlison regen. So basically, if me and Matt go for this guy now, if one of us, well, assuming it will be one of us that get him, if we beat the other person, then we are not allowed to pull out of it. I think it would be, to be, you're a twat, Drunky, I've just seen that. Yeah, I agree, Gary. I totally agree. But, you don't know. I mean, it'd be different if this was the latter parts of this, this whole game. The rivalry and that sort of stuff. The rivalry ain't going to be here for long. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Okay, so fuck you, Trunky with Maidenhead. Guys, just give me 1 minute. I need a Jimmy Riddle. Man City. So Matt's not gone for Everton yet. He's named it. It's Richarlison regen. Okay. Wait. Are you going or are you just taking the piss? Right. I'm going to play with my same team that started the Matt game. Okay. Yep, that's all okay. I can't believe, you know, I mean, I give credit where it's due to Matt. You know, he's stuck with his same formation throughout. Okay, mate, good luck, Trunky. Hope all goes well. And appreciate you dropping in, mate. Appreciate you dropping in indeed. I'm going to go as far as the mid-season break. 2 signings of being good enough to... Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Gary. I totally agree. And I feel maybe it'd be a step backwards. Right. I just need to... You know, I feel that we've all done this. You know, when you lose a game, you go through, you hit a blip of form, don't you? So I just want to sort of get back onto a winning trail here. A winning trail. And I'm bursting to go to the toilet, guys. So I've just seen a message come through. 1 minute, guys. Let me just start this second half going. Okay, I'm actually going to bring on... no, we'll bring on Kuna. Oh, fuck, what did I do there? Fucking hell, start again. Right, I need to go to the toilet. Bear with me. Right, fuckers, fuckerettes, and spear chuckers, and motherfuckers, and what's that he flashed up on the screen, mate? That was weird. Bayern may need Bayern may need more than 7 signings to be able to play this tactic. Remember, he has 10. Remember, he has 10, not 7. Oh wow! Fucking Matt will be fucking seething. He'll look at it that I've just won at Dortmund and then I lose at home to Stuttgart. Right, okay. I'm sure something flashed up. Yeah, very, very sure that happened. Okay, so I need to win that game in hand. Yeah, so you should be. Yeah, whatever. Okay. As I said, we'll go to the 24th or whatever day it was. We'll get past the cup. I think that's a game in hand, actually. That game on the 24th, it's normally the cup here. That's where the... Yeah, that's a game in hand. Crack on to France, mate. Well, I'm guessing something's come up, has it? Ooh. Ooh, now that is interesting. Oh, fuck off. Bottom of the table? No, not bottom of the table, sorry. Oh, I don't know. Matt just wants me gone. Matt wants me gone. That's fucking clear as a bell. He wants me gone. What was that? That flashed up. Look like Rolf Pharisee in a... Look at the amount of pre-arranged they've got. That's ridiculous. When did their manager leave? Oh, they've just sacked him. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy then at France. Of course, let me remind you now that the ruling is I would get 10 signings this season, so in January, and they would not count. There is one big thing I need to look at, and this is really important. The important thing was to see the patience of the manager, the chairman, sorry. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know what, right? I truly believe, right, 40 points. we're so far off. I mean, oh my God. I think, I don't know. I'm going to wait before applying if I apply. And if it goes, then it goes. I'm not sure. Because, let's be honest, right? Let's be really honest here. If it was the other way around here, Matt, you'd be a bit sceptical about taking a team in the bottom 3 halfway through the season. It's a big one because, you know, they've just sacked their manager. You know, I've no doubt I'll get it. You know, with ease. But, Bonnie Rigg? Who the fuck are Bonnie Rigg? Bottom of 2nd division. Well, they're not bottom. Sorry, I got that wrong. They're not bottom, are they? They're, I thought they were bottom. They're 18th. I think if they were mid-table, I'd go for it, if I'm really honest with you. If they were mid-table, I'd easily go for it, because I believe that with those pre-arranged and 10 signings of my choice, I could get them promoted. There is also, of course, the concept that we can leapfrog into the top tier. I think there's a lot of money circulating in France, to be honest with you. I think there's an awful lot of money. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. The thing is, Gary, I get what you're saying. You're talking from the long-term side of things, aren't you? From the challenge perspective, what our challenge is, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee, is there? There's no guarantee at all. I don't want to apply yet because if it offers me, I don't want to. Because normally what me and Matt do is when we've gone for a job and we're unsure. Because I suppose you could argue, don't go for it if you're unsure. When we're offered it, we still don't know, and then we sleep on it almost, and that's what I'd rather do. Not sleep on it, but because I don't know. I came very, very close to taking Lille. I came very, very close indeed to taking Lille, but I just chose not to. You know, I just had to make the call and say no to Lille. Okay, we're all. We're our strongest. Okay, so the cup game then against St. Pauli, and then we've got Leipzig on the rescheduled game. Normally the rescheduled game comes in January, don't it? That's the thing. Yeah, Gary, there is that. That's the thing. If they were mid-table, I would seriously consider it. There's no guarantee, of course. Yes, I could finish them mid-table, and maybe get a job in the top tier. But if I'm going to go from them to a top tier, to like, it's got to be a big one. It's got to be Paris Saint-Germain or I think it was Strasbourg who won the title. It's got to be someone really. Oh, fuck off! That's 2 disallowed goals. Fucking hell. It is a tricky one. I mean, from my perspective, right, there is another way that would entice me. I mean, I have one, you know, if I get knocked out this cup here, who knows if I get knocked out the cup, because it'll be one less trophy to play for this season in terms of the trophy count. Obviously, that's not the challenge here. The challenge isn't trophy count, but it's still there, isn't it? The trophy count is there. 1 hour on the clock. And it's still 0-0. We've had 2 disallowed goals. Okay, I think everyone's okay in that sense. Schwarzer, do you know what? I'm getting really sick of 6s from Schwarzer. If it weren't for the fact that he looks so much like a fucking machine in terms of attributes. Thank fuck they didn't score as I was drinking some tea, because I wouldn't have been able to bang, would I? Fuck knows what would have happened. 2 shots to 13. Look at that. We've absolutely dominated it. We've absolutely killed them on stats. I could swear I saw the word punch, but it might have been a goalkeeper. Okay, right, well, we've got to make a change here on the right wing. I'm going to bring on Anguilla. Sal moves over to the right. Martinez. I'm actually going to bring Kuna on behind. Okay. Oh, look who's got playing for them. Ibrahimovic. I sold him. Just want to check something. Oh, fuck, I can't. Okay, here we go. It took extra time against Bayern Munich, didn't it? We all know penalties is a fucking coin flip. Let's have a look. Halfway through extra time. Mönchengladbach are there. Matt is through to the semi-final. Well done, Matt. Okay. Right, I am going to make one change. I'm going to take off Sal and bring on this little young fucking. He's not really had a good starting amount of matches, but he's got a good penalty taking attribute of 15. That could be important, unless we can do something here in the last 15 minutes of this tie. St. Pauli nil, Dortmund nil. Oh, I'm not even going to. Oh, fucking hell. Well, who's got a good penalty taking? 13. Silvino 11. Mapelli 4. Shit. Mapelli 14. Do you know what? Fuck it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go then. Coin flip here. We did not deserve to lose this. We deserve to win it. 1-0. 1-0. 2-0 to the Pauli. 2-0. There you go. This is fucking absolute fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Absolute bullshit. Frustrates the fucking shit out of me. That is such bullshit. And Stuttgart play again. Stuttgart play a league game. 2 weeks he's out. Okay. Means that we're going to put Kuna in. It's really pissed me off, that has. I'm really pissed off. I'm so pissed off. That, Matt, I don't know if you're chatting. Yeah, you are. That, I think, is either Edison or Allison. I'm not sure. Great goalkeeper, isn't he? Again, you know, if Matt... I mean, I've got to still go for players, you know, because there's no guarantee I'm going to get a move. Eat a bunch of squatting college students. You know, I'm beaten. Beaten by a bunch of squatting college students. Yeah, go fuck yourself is what I say, Gary. Go fuck yourself. Okay. I know Matt is hoping that I apply for Kane. Khan. They're still in the cup. I'll tell you what we'll do, right? If they advance in the cup, I will apply. Should we agree with that, yeah? If it's still available. Okay. That's quite, yeah, okay. Because I'd still have, you know... Okay, obviously the league is first and foremost. I'm actually really pissed off about that. You know, I don't mind losing if it was a balanced game or if they dominated it, but they didn't. So if they advance in the cup, I will apply. That is the agreement. Because I'm thinking from the objective, the challenge objective here, and I'm really unsure. don't get me... Oh, fuck you then, prick. Don't get me wrong. Their pre-arranged deals, it is appealing. It is definitely appealing, the pre-arranged deals. Are we going to see it now, aren't we? If they're still available. Right, okay. Once we can get control. And then we'll make the call. And we'll probably just save it there. We've had a good stream. They are still available, but did they win? They did. They did. Okay, well. Do you know what? The application has gone in. It has gone in. Because for me, I know what you're saying, Gary. I know what you're saying. And I get it. And I think you probably understand what, the logic of why I would go. But it is what it is. Whatever happens here, guys, we will save after the 24th. Or if they offer me the job beforehand. Or if I don't get the job, we save after the 24th anyway. We're waiting for it, aren't we? We are waiting for it. Need to look at that. No, Rayo Vallecano. Fuck off. 9 million debt. Do you know what, right? There's a lot of teams that are like really in debt by load. See, absolutely mental move. I haven't said yes yet. I haven't been offered it yet. But the thing is, Gary, right? To be honest with you, I've got no need to be in Germany. I know why you want me to stay in Germany. I understand that. But I don't want this to be... Oh, there it is. I don't want this. I don't want this to be a save where I'm just winning titles in Germany. So I think we'll save it there, shall we, Matt? Shall we save it there? On the 23rd of December, which is quite... Let's just do a double check. Quite a good fucking... Oh, my days. So, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. No, I disagree with you on that one, Gary. I disagree with you on that one. I think, in terms of, you say about the challenge, I think the challenge is quite an equal challenge. Well, Rayo is a bigger challenge, I feel, like you say, but not I think they're both challenging. Rayo's a bigger challenge because of the money as well as the where they are in the league. There you go. So, if their patience is 5 and under, impatient expects instant results from his staff. For me, that is not good enough. I can't take that sort of risk. So, in terms of... days. Right, we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. Matt's going to send me a voice note saying, wow, well. And I'm going to say, mate, I don't know. We had this before when I had the Lille job at my mercy, and I turned it down. I decided to take it down, turn it down. And that's it from me, guys, and me and Matt, and this latest chapter on our Lowend to Legend, the latest instalment, because as I've said, I've made this into a video as well. Just to remind you guys, this is part 9. No, part 10, sorry. Part 10. What can I say? What can I say? We will see, won't we? We will see. A big thanks to all you guys that have interacted here, the guys that have tuned in. Gary, big thanks to you especially. Hope Maddie beats you. I appreciate you guys interacting. It's always worthwhile doing these sort of things when we're doing stuff like this. And that's it. Until next time from me, guys, take it easy.